Warning: the following video contains hunting and shooting that's educational in nature but may be offensive to some people. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you've ever had a piece of property and you wanted to develop it into being a world-class trophy whitetail deer destination, listen up, because on today's High Road, we're going to be down in Texas at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch. Now, that's my place. We're going to start out 20 years ago. We're going to tell you a little bit about what it took to transform a mediocre at best hunting ranch into one of the best trophy destinations there is in the state of Texas. And then later on, we're going to go on a bunch of different whitetail hunts as each of these hunters experiences their first Texas whitetail deer hunt right here on the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch.
FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination, presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. This is wonderful. I love doing this kind of thing. I love it. So in order to grow big trophy deer, I needed to control what was going on here. I realized I was going to feed, supplemental feed deer, and for that purpose I had to build an outclosure fence. I didn't want all the deer in the county to be here because the neighbors, they weren't going to take care of the deer the way I was. So I developed an outclosure, put up a high fence, and from that point on, we started getting data. With the data, I look at it and I think every deer that we kill, we write down not just the sex and the age, but we write down the body condition, how much it weighs, the time of year, if it's a doe, is it lactating or not, did it have fawns in it, was it bred? I mean, we write down a lot of data, and the data allowed us to be able to track exactly what we were doing. Now, when we started, the biggest, heaviest doe that we had weighed 70 pounds, and the bucks, they were tiny too. And now I look at it 20 years later, feeding and managing and being extremely aggressive culling animals, we have actually more than doubled the body size of our animals. We weren't really starting this out to grow great big trophy deer as far as antlers go. We wanted to grow their bodies big. We wanted to get their bodies conditioned because we knew if we get bigger, better bodies, healthier deer, they're going to get bigger antlers. And consequently, our body weights have more than doubled. Our antler size is almost tripled. Actually, I mean, when you start taking a look at the old pictures that we had from years ago, the old deer that we had years ago, and take a look at the deer that we have today, it is absolutely incredible. All right, this next hunter coming up is hunting for a management buck. She called me up and she says, I've never hunted Texas before and I really can't afford to go on a trophy hunt, but I know that the management bucks here at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch are really big and I want to come down and hunt one, but I'm looking for something unique. I'm looking for something special, and we were able to make that happen. Now, the very first morning out, she comes out early in the season. You got to understand that. And the bucks, because the buck to doe ratio that we have here, I mean, the rut starts happening a little bit early. The bucks start really pushing each other around. As luck would have it, the very first morning, Liz got to see some rutting activity. I mean, some bucks fighting and pushing each other around. And all of a sudden, this buck walks out, and he was the perfect management buck. And he's scrapping it up, man. I mean, he is getting it on. And we're looking at it, watching this fight. And before we could get a shot at him, he had already broken the tine off and gotten out of there. Well, later on that afternoon, we went back to the exact same stand, and a couple of bucks showed up, and lo and behold, the target deer that we were after shows up. He comes in. Liz has some difficulty getting on him. I mean, getting to where she's comfortable enough to taking a shot. And she shoots. And sure enough, I mean, she shoots. It wasn't a perfect shot, but it was good enough that we recovered it in very short order. And if you take a look at this buck, you'll have to agree, I mean, it's pretty special. It's very unique. The drop time, the antler configuration. And somebody may be looking at this video going, you know, why in the world would you call that a management buck? Because I mean, the thing has 13 points. With the broken off tine, you'd have 14 points. So why in the world are you calling this a management buck? Well, the answer is simple. I don't really like the way that buck looks. I mean, that buck, what I'm looking for is a clean, symmetrical deer. That's what I want to do the breeding out here. So what we try to do, we try to take the management bucks out early before they get in the breeding pool, before they have a chance to have any of the does bred, and we got this one just in time.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Walls Pro Series, Legendary Arms Works, Sightmark, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. The High Road will be right back. Now it's time for viewer feedback, brought to you by Protect the Harvest, Protect the Hunt.
All right, Kevin is from Valdosta, Georgia, and has a question about the High Road team. He says, I guess I'm confused. I've checked out your website and see that members of the High Road team get a $500 discount off a deer hunt at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch. How do they go about taking advantage of this? Kevin, it's real simple. Every single month with the High Road team, what we wind up doing, we give away one $500 discount towards a whitetail deer hunt right here at the ranch. And once a month, we give away a free whitetail doe hunt, once every single month, to members of the High Road team. It's drawn at random. All you need to do is go to my website, highroadhunting.com, and join up. And again, once a month, somebody's going to get a $500 discount off a whitetail deer hunt. And once a month, somebody's going to get a free whitetail doe hunt. highroadhunting.com.
My name's Jay. I'm from Mississippi. I brought 2 employees with me in 2012 to Hidden Springs Ranch. We all killed 3 real nice bucks, all scored in the 170 class. So here in 2017 we came back. I brought 3 employees with me, Ronnie, Buford, and Gary. I wanted to bring them to a special place to show them our appreciation for the work they've done for us. So we came back here in 2017 to let them kill a big buck. It's early October. It's really hot. Temperatures in the low 90s. When we arrived here, we headed to the gun range and sighted everybody's guns in, and then we went off to the blinds to deer hunt. Okay, Buford's been with us for, he's probably been with our company for over 30 years too. Just an avid deer hunter. You know, Buford's had the opportunity to shoot several really nice deer, probably in the 170 to 180 range, but Buford's just been sitting back, waiting for that big deer to come in. But a real nice deer that's probably going to go in the 180 range comes out, and Buford's able to take that deer and complete his hunt.
Turn just a bit more.
Okay, hold on a second.
I've been holding out for a bigger buck, and I finally got a chance, and so this is the one that I'm proud of. And they are bigger bucks on this place than this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Possibly a little in there. Oh, those said if a ring hang on it, it's a point. I finally put my hands on a buck that millions of people have never seen, most definitely put their hands on. This one right here is a great one.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Pulsar, Timber Creek Outdoors, Legends Ranch, the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, and FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. The High Road will be right back. Now it's time for Gear Care, brought to you by the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line.
You know, there's a buddy of mine that is nuts about oiling down his guns before he puts them up, and I think that's great. But I've always gone to his place and he'll show me his guns, and I take him out and I kind of feel tacky and gummy a little bit, feeling something like there's sap on them. And he didn't know why. And I'm telling him, because you're using the wrong gun oil. Tell him why.
Well, some of the bio-based lubricants have a percentage of water. So after a period of time when the water evaporates, well, you get that tack. So that's what you're feeling. And that's one thing Lucas does not do, is make their lubricants that way.
So there are a lot of lubricants when you go to the store and you look out there, but there's only one made by Lucas called the Extreme Gun Oil. And it's not going to leave your gun feeling sappy or tacky in any way. And the good thing about it is what? It's made in America.
It's made in America and sold to the world.
There you go.
For more information on the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, visit our website and join us on Facebook for more Gear Care tips.
My name's Gary, and this is my second time to hunt out at Hidden Springs Ranch. And I'm really looking forward to it this year because Keith has told me that the deer are in much better shape this year than they were the last time that I was here. I'm just really looking forward to it. Yeah, the last time we were here, we took 3 really nice bucks. And one of the most astounding things happened to me. I was absolutely overwhelmed. There must have been 20 bucks. And I was literally just overwhelmed by the number of bucks that were there. When we arrived at the ranch, the first thing we did after we got settled in, we went out to the shooting range and got our guns sighted in to be sure they were on. And that afternoon I went with Keith and we went over to a stand overlooking a lake. It's early October and it's kind of hot, and we knew that the deer were going to have to come to water. And we had several bucks to come in. Then out of the blue, here comes this, what I call a monster buck, walking in, and that's when we harvested it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I couldn't believe the mass of this deer. The horn mass was just so big. The deer I killed was like 210 pounds, and just a huge rack. Just phenomenal deer. It was a great experience for me. Wow. He is huge, giant. it's quite obvious to me that Keith has changed something up in his feeding habits for the deer population on this ranch. He's been using record rack for years, but now he's doing something else. He's adding another supplement, and it has caused these bucks to just, well, if you compare it to the last time I was here, you could say they're just so much greater. They're just really nice bucks. They're big, huge antlers, widespread. You have to see them to believe them.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by AirVenturi.com, Liberty Safe, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Supercharged.
My friend told me about this place. He had been down here a few years back, and I really didn't believe exactly what he was trying to tell me, because it was too good to be true. And once I got down here, it's more than I expected. It's unreal. These are big deer. They got big horns. They are massive. I've never seen anything like this. It's unbelievable, and they're everywhere. You're sitting there deer hunting, and you're not seeing anything, and all of a sudden the field is full of deer, and any minute a muy grande can walk out in the field. That happened to me yesterday. I was just about thinking I wasn't gonna kill a deer, and all of a sudden he steps out, and there wasn't no doubt in my mind what I was fixing to do. That was my deer. They didn't have to tell me, okay, that's a shooter, because you know when he walks in the field, big body, and I've never seen horns like they are down here. This many big horns.
Whenever you're ready. Oh, good shot, good shot. Good shot. He's done. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I've killed a lot of deer in my time. I've hunted all my life, and I'm getting a little age on me, but I've never grabbed a hold of a deer like that. We don't kill deer like that at home, and the feeling it is to grab a set of horns like that you can't even hardly get your hand around, and I mean, it's just unreal what's down here. Look at there, look at there. Man, can you believe that? That is a stud. Thank you, Lord, thank you. That is so fine. Good gracious. I came down with Gary, my partner. He had told me about this place. He was down years ago, and he told me I just need to come down here, so I'm here. It's more than I was expecting. He was telling me what good bucks was, but this is beyond that. It's you won't find a place with more big bucks in one spot. It's just unreal. You don't know what is going to walk out of those woods. I mean, I am tickled to death. Mr. Keith he's a down-to-earth person. He will sit around the campfire with you, and he's one of you. And he's got it going on down here. He has got him a system now. I don't know if he tells everybody, but he is growing deer that a lot of people aren't. I mean, they're here, but he'll sit around the campfire with you. He's one of the guys, and the food is great, and he's just a good guy to hang out with. I mean, he's not better than you, and he's a lot of fun. He's got a good place. He's got a good crew. I just love his guys. I mean, they treat you right, and when you kill a deer with his guides, you'd think they killed him. I mean, they high-fiving just like they're tickled to death, and they work hard to try to get you the best buck you can get, and he won't let you shoot something that you wouldn't be proud of.
Before we close out today's show, I want to invite you to come over to our website at highroadhunting.com. If you have not come to the website lately, we have completely redesigned it, rebuilt it to where it's more interactive than ever before. And what I'd like you to do is make sure and visit. One thing you're going to find when you go there is our weekly vlog. Every week we post a vlog about kind of what's going on in Keith Warren's life, and it's not just growing big deer, it's everything from dogs and gardening to, hey, going on a bass boat and going fishing with me. But the weekly vlog is a really cool deal. It's available to anybody free of charge. All you need to do is just go to the website. But there's a lot of other good things on there too. You know, you can get notification of every single time we upload one of our High Road episodes on the website. You'll have an opportunity to be able to connect right with me. I mean, just shoot me an email, hit the Connect with Keith button, and get a hold of me. So there's a lot going on our website. And of course, if you want more information on hunting opportunities right here at the Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, you can get a hold of me on the TexasHiddenSpringsRanch.com website. My name's Keith Warren, and you've been watching The High Road.